You mentioned your book there, Greg, your first book, and in that book you talk about real play. I wondered if you could explain a bit more about your sort of thought process when it comes to real play.
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, you could argue that when we're in a school or setting, children aren't ever actually really playing, because play is self-chosen and often is with, it doesn't have an intention that adults have. So you could argue in a way that by going into a setting, everything's kind of sort of engineered, isn't it? Like you've set up a continuous provision and there are certain outcomes that probably along the way they're going to achieve. So my thing about play is actually trying to shift it to what I would actually now call co-play. Co-play is where the adult and the child are together playing within a space together. So that what happens is that your environment, if you like, becomes a space that you as the adult are also playing in. So you are kind of, I talk very much about the world of good things. And so you create a world of good things and the children are in it and you are in it too. And so for me, that's what co-play is. And real play is that idea of the joy of play. There is something inherent within play itself that's in all of us. It's kind of like in our DNA. It can never be taken out of us. And when real play happens, there is a sensation that we get. It's almost like we step outside of ourselves. It's almost indescribable what happens when you play. And, you know, if you have it in your heart, you probably know what I'm talking about. That sense of it's like, and I've talked about it in the book, it's like stepping through a door into a magic world. It's the best I can describe it. It's like going into Narnia play, which is kind of like going back to when I first went into early years. I very quickly realized that I was not opening up the magic door by dragging children to me all the time to do my learning. I had to go into what they were doing. And I think within about 10 minutes of doing it, I knew that was the place for me. And so that in a way is real play, because real play is the emotional response that we have to our experience. And in the second book, School and the Magic of Children, I talk very much about the soulification of children, and that children have got, it's like play is identity. It's not just fun. It's not just learning. It's critical to who you are.